interesting to sit here today and see the mountains out there and to be asked to connect to our understanding of the tree. I had no idea what I was going to do here today, but as the tree image came forth and understanding, connecting with that very deep root and that amazing foliage that reaches up to the sky. My story is about becoming an elder, or as I understand being an elder. This last Christmas, thereabouts, I got a call from my daughter. I have 3 fabulous daughters, and this one lives in Amsterdam. It turns out that my grandson, who was just about to become 1 year old, was diagnosed with something called neutropenia. At that point, they weren't really sure, but he was getting sick all the time. And it meant that he had no white blood cells, so he needs to be in a protected environment. Prior to that phone call, he had been going to emergency constantly, getting sick with something and then getting very sick. No one knew, if he was going to survive or not. They gave him all the antibiotics and blood transfusions that they could. I felt a call, even though I was just about to become part of the Vancouver community. I felt a call to go. I'm a mother. I had enough free time. And I knew my daughter, who is, even though she's of Dutch descent, my husband is from Amsterdam, she's not really of that culture. She's Canadian, and she was just feeling all of a sudden no family connection, even though she had in-laws and her husband, and she had friends, but nothing that really, made her feel safe in that situation where her used to visit. My experience there hasn't been that, because every time I've been to Amsterdam, I've been very ensconced in things with the family, and usually things that are difficult with the family, interestingly enough. So I went once again to Amsterdam. The room that I was given was cold. It was not well heated. It was in the winter. It was also used as an office and as a dressing room for my son-in-law, so I had a very tiny space in which to be. Most of the time when I went, I was taking care of my grandson about 14 hours a day while my daughter and son-in-law went off to work. It took me a while to figure out what I was doing there. I knew I was there for my daughter almost more than my grandson. And it turned out that my son-in-law, who is tall, blonde, strong, he's a marathon runner, he's a banker, he's successful. He was having the most difficult time with this news about his son, because he expected a winner. He wasn't used to something that meant that it wasn't right. And that was the most challenging part for me, is to bring about a kind of communication, first of all, between my daughter and my son-in-law, because they was part of life. So for me, then, the challenge was being a grandmother and a mother, or combining my spiritual work as a shaman, and how I was going to weave a kind of peace in this situation. This cold room, the long hours of work, and the tension and the anger that was there, I just had to learn to breathe very deep, to step with each day and just keep remembering that I was rooted like those trees in reaching up and understanding that center within. Finally, I got them to talk about hiring a nanny versus thinking their son was going to daycare and so on, and they were able to have much more acceptance. They were starting to talk, and I was able to come back and start living in Vancouver.
Your appreciation of it.
I appreciated the place where I felt that story was coming from. I felt like I could hear a kind of rootedness to your daughter in a way that was rich to feel, and the idea that it was the son in the circumstances that has helped.
Sensory details, huh? Right? The image that came in that story.
Cold. Cold. Trying to get
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
being alone in the cold and trying to give like
But let me ask you, did you choose to talk about that was used, were you conscious of using that as a metaphor? Or was it just describing?
It was just so embedded in the experience. It wasn't necessarily conscious. It just really was.
Just checking because obviously it serves as a big
Well, and thank you for pointing it out. I had noticed it. I felt it.
Really strong image for me was at the beginning where you were saying that she didn't have that connection to the roots, like the connection to the tree, and she also was needing that.
There's all these connections, and eventually coming to that it was like a tree, like a living organism, a symbol of wisdom, a tree.
And I also want to point out that, one of the things that we say is there are always two stories being told. One is the words, the other is who you are. So what I heard, as you searched for the kernel of that story, that was replicating, searching for the solution in Amsterdam. You see what I'm saying? So your very method of telling the story was on the mark. Because you were looking, as you were looking in the story, you were looking in real life. Does that make sense? Okay? Good.
I appreciate all the feedback.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.